Practice quiz on chapter 2. So if you got your quiz, thank you. If you got your quiz with you, open it, you look at it. 3972 1520 5054 and 846. And the question, how many of these numbers are divisible by 3? How many of them? Divisible by 3. Well, let's use the shortcut. Divisible by 3, you add the digits. What's 3 plus 9? 12 and 7? 19, 2? Can you divide 21 by 3? Yes, that number is divisible. 1 and 5? 6 and 2? Can you divide 8 by 3? No. 5 plus 0 plus 5 plus 4. What is that? 14. Can you divide 14 by 3? No. This is 18. Can you divide 18 by 3? How many of these numbers divisible by 2? 2 of them. Okay, next question. That's question number 1. Question number 2. How many of the following numbers are multiple of 21s? Multiple and these are the numbers: 3, 7, 21, 42. Which ones are the multiples of 21? Multiples, not factors. So 21 times 1 is 21. 21 times 2 is 42. There's 2 of them. If it says how many of these are factors 21, what are the factors? 3 and 7. Question number 3. This is where you're looking at a picture. And it's broken down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, I'm sorry. So for number 2, was it C, all of these? No.
How many of these are multiples? 2.
I thought multiples was, what do you call it? Any of the factors that you can multiply to get that number.
That's factors. Multiples like 21 times 1, 21 times 2, 21 times 3, 21 times 4. These are the multiples.
Okay.
The question is, what part of the graph is shaded? 4 out of 7. 4 pieces out of the 7 pieces. Next question. So now we're looking at question number 4. Convert 7 over 4 to a mixed number. Convert to a mixed number. So how do we go from improper to a mixed number? Divide. 1 times 4 is 4. What's the remainder? 3. So 1 and 3/4. Question 5. Add and simplify. 3 over 5 plus 1 over 10. If you're adding or subtracting, what do you need?
Common denominator.
Which is what?
10.
10. I need to multiply the 5 by what to make it 10? 2 times 3? 6. The second one you don't change. It's already over 10. So what's your answer? 710.
And that's only when adding and subtracting that you find the common denominator.
Correct.
Right?
Yep. Next one, subtract 5 over 6 minus 1/2. Again, we have to find the common denominator for 6 and 2. What do we have? Common denominator, 6. So the first one stays the same. I need to multiply the 2 by what to make it 6? By 3. This becomes 5 minus 3, which is what? 2, 6. If you leave it like this, you got it wrong. You always have to simplify your answer. By 2, this is what? 1. By 2, this is 3. It's 1/3. Question 7. Multiply 3 times 6 1/4. The 3 is 3 over what? 1. 4 times 6 and 1. And now when you multiply fractions, remember, it's the top times the top, the bottom times the bottom. 3 times 25, which is what? 75, and 1 times 4 is 4. And I'm looking at the answers. All the answers are mixed numbers. So you better convert your answer to a mixed number. 1 times 4 is 4. 35 by 4 is what? 8. 8 times 4? 32. What's the remainder? 3. So it's 18 and 3 over 4. Next question. Divide 1 1/4 divided by 1/6. Change this to improper fraction. 4 times 1, 4 and 1, 5 over 4 divided by 1/6. I didn't touch it yet. So how do we do division? Yep, change it to multiplication. What do you do with the second number? Flip it. Again, it's called the reciprocal. And your option, either simplify now or simplify later. If you divide by 2, this is what? 3, and by 2, this is 5 times 3 over 2. What's 15 over 2? 7. 7 times 2, 14. The remainder is 1. 7 1/2.
Are you always supposed to if you're dividing a fraction as a whole number, do you always convert it to a mixed number first?
I like to make them when you have a whole number, I like to make it actually a fraction. The reason, when you're multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting, at least you're looking at it, you know this is not the bottom. This is the bottom. That's the denominator, that's the numerator. So it takes the confusion out. That's the only reason I make it a 3 over 1, 4 over 1. Some
And for number 8, there was 1 and 1/4. Is it always necessary to turn that into a mixed number also?
that's a mixed number. Change it to improper fraction.
Yes.
Yep. Number 9. In a rolled up garden hose, each loop takes 10/3. Each loop is 10 over 3 feet. How many loops can be made if the hose is 50 feet long? So what do? Divide 50 divided by 10 over 3. You got 50-foot hose. It's like if you want to cut them into 10 over 3 feet each one, how many pieces are you going to have? Well, the 50 is 50 over what? 1. So I'm going to take the division, change it to multiplications, and make that 3 over 10. Notice the last digit is what? Is 0. You can divide them both by 10. By 10, this is 1. By 10, this is what? 5. 5 times 3, which is what? 15 over 1, and that is 15.
Can you somehow when I read the word problem,
Yep.
I didn't know how to break it down so that I could put it into a problem. So I could write it. Can you try to make sense of that?
Well, like you have a hose like this. That's 50 feet long. And each time you wrap it, you use that much of it. 10 over 3. You know?
Yep.
So it's basically like you're cutting it into pieces when you think about it. Each loop is like cutting that much out of the hose. It's shrunk by that much. When you cut something, it's always dividing. So you take the whole thing divided by how big each one. You know? And let's see the last one. Question number 10. Ed rides his moped. They still have moped. At 23 1/4 miles per hour. That's his speed. 23 1/4 miles per hour. Let's say a motorcycle. How far will he ride? How far will convert distance? If he rides for 1 1/8 hour. Now to do this problem, there's one equation you should know, or they want you to know, and that's what? Distance equals what? Rate times time. That's a common equation. Distance is rate times time. Your rate is your speed. How fast are you moving? You're moving at 23 1/4 miles. The time, it's 1 1/8. So we need to multiply these numbers. Change them to improper fraction. 4 times 23 is what? Is that 72? And 1, 73 over 4 times 9 over 8. Nothing simplified looks like it. Yes?
4 times 23.
4 times 2 is 8. 93 here, right?
You have to.
4 times 23 plus 1 is not 73. What is that? 93, I think?
93.
93, yeah.
4, 3, 12.
Yep. 4 times 23 is 92. 92 plus 1 is 93. Now, nothing simplifies. Doesn't look like anything will simplify. So what's 93 times 9? Oh.
837.
Let me just clear this menu. Exit. Okay. 93 times 9. 837. 8 times 4 is what? 32. So 837 divided by 32. 2. 64. 4 from 13 is what? 9. 6 from 7, 1. Bring that 7 down. Could it be 6? 6 times 2, 12. 6 times 3, 18, 119. And what's the remainder? 5. So that's equal to 26 and 5 over 32. 26 and 5 over 32.